Alright guys, so you know how I said I do a Blu-ray collection video? Well, here it is, as we got all these movies to go through. So, I'm going to tell you guys about every single one of them, starting now. Alright, so we're kind of just going to quickly try to go through these, at least as quick as possible, because I know you guys don't really want to see that long a video about everything I have, but here we go. So first, we got Moneyball here. A good movie. It's about baseball. It's a complete sports movie. Another sports movie about baseball, 42. It's about Jackie Robinson. Everybody knows about Jackie Robinson, of course. And of course, we got Woodlawn, as this is a pretty good movie about football, and it's pretty inspiring. And then we got My All-American. I actually haven't got a chance to watch this yet, so maybe I'll do that tonight. Then we got Talladega Nights. And of course, if you know, Will Ferrell. It's a funny movie. And I got a 3-movie collection here for Will Ferrell that has Step Brothers and the other guys, as well as Talladega Nights. But I don't really have to need it, since I already have the one Talladega Nights, but it's in there anyways. Then we got Tag. This is a pretty funny comedy about a bunch of random people just play tag constantly in a month. Then we got a Hangover trilogy. Of course, you know, The Hangover, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. They're pretty funny movies. Then we got 21 Jump Street. Rated R, of course. Funny movie. Ride Along. Always gotta get Kevin Hart and Ice Cube together. That was a really good combo. The Men in Black trilogy. Recently, I actually just bought the Men in Black International, but it's not here yet. But we will get to that sometime here soon. Then we got Django, as this is a pretty good Quentin Tarantino movie. It's a little bloody and gruesome, but it is a pretty good movie. And of course we got La La Land, as everybody knows about this movie, winning a ton of Academy Awards. Then we got the Peanuts movie. It's just a funny little kids movie. I just decided to pick it up one day. Really just bought it off Voodoo, and it was a good watch during the summer. Then we got Fluffy movie, as I just find Fluffy very funny. And I thought it was a really good movie. And then we got Bohemian Rhapsody. And, of course, it's about a movie about Queens. It's a pretty good movie. Then The Wolf of Wall Street. This movie's pretty funny, of course. You got Leonardo DiCaprio doing his thing. And it just flows very well. And then we got Jobs. I actually got this for a school project, since I had to do a project about some people. One of them I chose Steve Jobs. So I decided to watch the movie instead of doing actual research. Then we got The Great Gatsby. I decided to just pick that up since we also read the book in school. I just wanted to watch the movie as well, so I just did that. Then we got Green Book. Of course, it's about this black musician. He has this Green Book type of thing. It's an interesting movie. 22 Jump Street, sequel to 21 Jump Street. This time they're going to college, though. It's a pretty good movie. And we got Peter Rabbit. And I say Peter Rabbit's pretty funny. I haven't been able to see the second one yet, but we will eventually get to seeing the second one and probably buying it. Then we got Gifted, as this is a movie about a dad and his girls. Pretty heartwarming. It's a good movie. And then we got Instant Family, as this is about 2 people, they adopt 3 kids. And it's pretty funny what they go through, and good. Just fun to watch. And then we got the Hurricane Heist. And I just gotta say, I didn't really like this movie that much. It was okay. It had a really good amount of thrill scenes, but it was not the greatest movie. Then we got Creed 1 and Creed 2. And these movies, of course, follow the great boxer Rocky, as he trains the next great boxer in American history, Creed, and Michael B. Jordan, of course, is doing the role of Creed. And these 2 are pretty good movies, and it's pretty fun to watch, especially for boxing and all that. Anyways, here we got the Lego Movie 2, the second part. I actually haven't got a chance to watch this yet, so I can't really tell you much about it. Then we got Blind Spotting. The reason I picked this one up is because I actually was in a hotel, it started playing, I was like, ooh, that's pretty interesting, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. So I ended up buying it, and now it's in my collection, and it's a pretty good movie. And we got John Wick Chapter 3, John Wick Chapter 1. Also have Chapter 2, it's just on Vudu. I don't have the disc to it. But these two are both very good movies. John Wick, of course, just known for action. And the way the series has gone, it's been an interesting turn. Then, Seven Psychopaths. I actually haven't got a chance to watch this yet. But I'll tell you guys once I do. Same with Ender's Game. Has Harrison Ford in it, but I also just haven't got a chance to watch it yet. But eventually I will, I imagine. Then we got Pacific Rim. Just pretty much just monsters fighting each other, like Transformers, but ran by humans. So it's pretty interesting. And it's an okay movie. Then we got Kong Skull Island. I actually haven't got a chance to watch the original Kong yet, so I just watched this one. I thought it was pretty interesting, and it was a decent movie. Then we have the Ghost Rider collection, with, of course, Nicolas Cage doing the role of Johnny Blaze. I haven't watched these in a while, so that's why I didn't really know the character at all. But I'm probably going to need to rewatch these sometimes here, even though Marvel might be redoing the Ghost Rider character. And over here, we got The Hitman's Bodyguard. It's a pretty funny movie with Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson. You can't do anything wrong, really. It's going to be hilarious, and it's a good action movie. Then we got Casino Royale. I actually haven't got a chance to watch this yet, because I've been waiting to get the other Bond movies before I decided to do this one. Then we got the Mission Impossible collection. Haven't gotten the most recent one, but I imagine I more than likely will eventually. Have to get through the first 5 though first, which of course were featuring Tom Cruise. Then we got Split, which was a very interesting movie to say the least, and the type of series that they created was something, you could say. Alright, and then we move on, we got Venom over here. As of course Venom, hit the office last year. Critics didn't like it, the fans did, and it's okay movie. Of course it loses its plot somewhere in the middle, but it's a good action movie, and that's what I enjoy. And then we got the Fantastic Four, the Steelbook. This is the 2015 one. It's not a good movie, but I couldn't pass up this cover, and it was like $10 at Best Buy. Then we got the X-Men, and once again, this is like $10 at Best Buy. I'm like, couldn't pass it up, so I decided to get it. Once again, we got, I think this Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yep, newest Jurassic World movie. And once again, I just really like the cover on these. Steelbook covers are really fun to look at. And I actually haven't got a chance to watch that movie yet, though. Then we got Ken. And I really, really enjoyed this movie. As is this kid, he finds this abandoned building where he finds this gun. And it's like connected to this one race. I can't wait for a sequel to this, because there's definitely gotta be one coming. And that should be a really good movie. Then we got Rampage. As this features Dwayne Johnson and this gorilla with like oversized grown animals because of this one potion. And let's just say it's alright. It's a Dwayne Johnson movie. It's got good action, but at least it's a decent story. But once again, the Steelbook is something you can't pass up on. Oof. This movie, I don't know. It missed big time. Once again, another Dwayne Johnson movie. This time, Skyscraper. It seemed like it had a decent plot. It just was not executed well. Something just missed. That's all I know. I actually fell asleep in the middle of it while I was watching it. So, I had to go back and watch it all over again. Then, of course, we got Straight Outta Compton. Had to get the Steelbook for this. This is just sick. That's all I gotta say. And I love this cover. Then we got Bad Boys 1 and 2. Can't wait for that third one to come out here in 2020, I'm pretty sure. You got Will Smith, Martin Lewis. It's just a classic. Then we got Ocean's 8. Of course, a sequel to the Ocean trilogy that I also have. Ocean's movies, of course, are always interesting. They take you on a fun adventure, and you never know where you're going to end up. Alright, we're reaching more down the list over here. As now we're to Disney movies, and we got Mary Poppins Return, Christopher Robin, and Jungle Book. I think we got more, but they aren't mine or my family, so I don't technically own them because I didn't buy them. But these three I actually did buy with my own money. And I gotta tell you, Mary Poppins Returns was a pretty good movie. And what can I say? I forget the name of the actress. I think it was like Emily Blunt. Yep, it was Emily Blunt, and she did a very good job of doing the role of Mary Poppins, even though it's not quite the original. And Christopher Robin, I thought this was a fun little adventure that we got taken on for Christopher Robin. And I gotta admit, I got into it for quite a bit of time. And easily the best live-action movie so far from Disney, The Jungle Book, as it takes us through the classic Jungle Book into the adventure, where, of course, it just goes through a normal story of The Jungle Book, but it makes it feel more realistic and adds more elements to it. Then we got Cars 2, Cars 3, and then Pirates of the Caribbean Tells No Tales. Cars 2, I like Cars 2 more than Cars 3. I might need to rewatch Cars 3 though, but people really hate on this movie. It was one of my favorites as a kid, and I really liked the twist they actually put on it. It put more action in it and made it a little bit more interesting other than just racing cars. But they kind of went back to the original with Cars 3, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the new characters, to say. Then we got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Just another classic Johnny Depp movie. And I'm going to be missing him when he's not Jack Sparrow anymore. Then we got G-Force. Very, very underrated Disney movie in my opinion. As a lot of people really overlook this movie. Even though it's like one of my favorites. It's one of my... Me and my sister used to watch this movie all the time as a kid. And of course, you got the classic Duck 1, Duck 2, Duck 3, well, the Mighty Ducks, of course. And all of these are classics. Couldn't stop watching these as a kid. And then we got Remember the Titans. Everyone knows this movie, at least I think so. Denzel Washington's in it. It's a classic. Then we move on to our Universal Blu-Ray Collection here. As we have Transformers The Last Night, Transformers Age of Extinction, Transformers Dark of the Moon, and I'm thinking I'm still missing a couple of these, but eventually I will plan on getting the full collection when that time comes. But Transformers, once the three classic movies came out, they kind of lost their pace with the new characters, and it's kind of gone downhill from there. But that new Bumblebee movie came out. I don't know where my disc for that is at, actually. It might be still in the collection some here. But the new Bumblebee movie came out, and that was a classic. And of course, we got all the Fast and Furious movies, except for Hobbs and Shaw. I actually haven't gotten a chance to see Hobbs and Shaw yet. But, of course, my favorite out of all of these, Fast 5. And if I had to go with a second, it's Furious 6. But Fast 5, of course, just takes us through the heist. I wish they would do more like they do with Fast 5. And that would be great. We would appreciate it. Then over here, we've got the whole Marvel collection. As we will start over here, you got Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America the First Avenger, Marvel's Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, as you guys can see, all of them right here. Then we move on over here, where we have, I'm still missing Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Far From Home, and of course, Captain Marvel still, because I didn't get Captain Marvel because I'm not the biggest fan of it. Sorry, anybody who likes that movie. But we got Age of Ultron for Avengers, Ant-Man, Captain America Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, and of course, Endgame. And I actually got the digital collection of Endgame where it has the little book on the inside right here. And what a fun 10 years Marvel took with us. And hopefully the next 10 years will be just as great. We're almost to the end here, people. So we go through our DC movies now. As these are somewhat out of order. But we got Shazam, Aquaman, Justice League, Wonder Woman, and Suicide Squad, the extended cut. I was a bigger Suicide Squad fan than most people. Shazam, of course, was great. Aquaman was pretty good. Justice League missed big time. And Wonder Woman was a pretty good movie. But I actually kind of liked Suicide Squad for the action part. Plotline, of course, lost. But the action was pretty good. Then we got the Kingsman collection. You got Secret Service and Golden Circle. And what can I say? These movies are great. Can't wait to see the prequel that is coming out, though. Then we got Triple X and Triple X Return of Xander Cage. And so these movies, of course, are very action-based. And let's say the second one I would have, but that one costs a lot, and I wasn't going to pay that much. But those are the two I have. Then you have Now You See Me 1 and Now You See Me 2. And I hope they don't stop making these movies because they're great. I absolutely love these movies. And I really hope they keep on producing those movies. Then we got Blade Runner 2049 with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford. I actually still need to watch the original Blade Runner, but I did watch this, and I don't think I got it as much, so I think I might watch the original. And of course, one of my favorite movies over the summer was Ready Player One, and it was kind of this VR game, pretty much, where it took us inside this world, and it was a pretty dang good movie. I had a kind of little collection to go with X-Men. That's like kind of the X-Men Fox universe that's not anymore. But, of course, we had Logan, classic movie, no complaints on that one. And then Deadpool 1 and 2. Deadpool 1, of course, hit better than Deadpool 2. But Deadpool 2 was funny as well. Just not as rewatchable as the first Deadpool was. Then we move on, where we have Saw. Haven't been able to watch these yet, actually. Upgrade was pretty interesting. It's about this bot that kind of takes over a person's body. And let's just say it was pretty interesting. Then we have The Purge, which is The Purge. I actually haven't got a chance to watch it. I've heard a bunch of things about it, though. And then we have London's Fallen with the metal across. I haven't been able to see Angel Has Fallen. I'm really interested to see how that went. But I always love these movies. They're action-packed based, and nothing goes wrong with action. Then we have Game Night. So, like, this was like a murder mystery, pretty much, as the brother was hooked into something, and it kind of takes us on an adventure through that. Then we have Space Jam. Of course, I gotta get the collection one of this. And let's just say, Space Jam's a classic. Everybody knows that. Then we got Sandlot. Classic movie. Really wanted the hardcover around it, but I wasn't able to get it. Maze Runner trilogy. I haven't been able to get to the Death Crew yet, but I have gotten through the first two. And the first one, of course, was really good. And then they kind of lose you in the second one. And I've heard bad things about the third one, so I haven't really got a chance to it yet. Then we got American Sniper. I absolutely love this movie. It's a classic, and it's a very good telling story. Then we have Daddy Homes 2. I don't know where my first one went, actually. I swear someone's taking movies out of my collection. But I also have the first one for this. No idea where it's at. Of course, funny movie. Same as Grown Ups 1 and 2. As just adults doing stupid things. Then we have The Magnificent Seven, kind of old Western type story that takes us on, and it's a pretty interesting movie. Then we have Allegiant, Insurgent, and Divergent. Of course, the Divergent series, very good series. And, of course, we also have the series that was popular along with it, with Miss Katniss Everdeen and the Hunger Games series. So, that's all the movies I have, at least up in my room. There might be some somewhere else in the world, somewhere my family owns. I don't really want to go through all of those, though. So, what movie do you guys recommend I watch and get? Also, make sure to leave a suggestion for a new video down in the comments below. Who knows? Your suggestion may just be in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Of course, make sure to click on those links down below in the description, as there's Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Patreon. Also, just make sure to keep weaving through every day, just like it is your last.